Hello, Eagles Nation. This is your boy that needs no introduction. As you can see, I'm all drenched in black, silver, and white, and green for that matter. Um, Nothing much can be said. I mean, normally y'all will see a smile on my face, but as you can see right there, there's none on my face at this time because of what that transpired in the city of Seattle, the Seahawks for that matter. We are about to be 10-2 if we ain't 10-2 already because we only managed to get only 10 points scored in that whole game. Now, the depth of us of that game was when Carson Wentz tried to sprint into the end zone only to have fumbled the football and where it bounced all the way out of the end zone, which made it a touchback. And it went back to Seattle, which called touchbacks are turnovers. And that's points on the field that you left. So that play in particular was the depth of us. Um, Carson went through for under 200 yards for his career for the first time this season. Um, couldn't get the ball running, couldn't get the passing game going. I mean, Seattle just did pretty well stout against us. They were able to contain the run. They were able to contain the outside passing routes. I mean, only guy had a pretty good game was Nelson Aguilar. He had over 100 and some yards receiving, and the only touchdown score was by him. And it's just that ain't nothing much really we can say about that. Seattle played real well against us. They were able to stack the box against the run because we were the number three or number two run offense in the NFL, and so they were able to stifle that, and they did a pretty good job. So we can't get mad. We can't go crying and pouting about a game we have no control of. You only can cheer your team on, and that's what I've done. You know what I'm saying? So, but I can't be upset about it because I tend not to get upset about a game that I can't control. So, just a while ago, before I got here to the house, I've seen quite a few negative comments that some Eagle fans have made, and to the ones who made the negative comments, you know who you are, and it's just that a lot could have been avoided in the first half. Uh, the coach Dougie called a lot of bad plays that could have been avoided. And like I said, the depth of us was the Carson Wentz sprint into the end zone where he fumbled the football. And I'm not going to be able to get over that because for the simple fact is that should have been a run by a running back instead of a run by a quarterback. So that play in particular is gonna stick in my head for the rest of the year until we figure out a better way to run the football, better way for protection wise, better way for passing wise. Because if not, our defense is gonna pay the price, and they absolutely did because the sixth penalty that was called in the first half of that game was on defense, and the referees. I'm not sure exactly how to put it, but they pretty much called some play that was bad, and that should not have happened. And the other play that I really didn't like is when, what's the boy named Russell Wilson, when he flickered the ball, which was a lateral pass, and that pass should have been called. That should have been a 5 yard penalty, and Dougie didn't even challenge that call. So I think had he challenged that call, the game would have been a whole lot different. So that is the other one that was the depth of us. He didn't call that play in particular. So I mean, the Seahawks just took us out of our game. They stopped the run. They pretty much put a bottle cap on the pass. And one of the most important things that they also did, they did better play calling in the first half of the game. Now, I thought for a minute that if we score one touchdown, maybe that'll help us out a little bit, but that wasn't the case because, like I said, when that play was scored, um, the next drive that the Seattle Seahawks went on is the flea flicker that he threw, which was a lateral pass. Like I said, that should have been called for a penalty, and It just didn't happen. It just didn't go the way we thought it was gonna go, y'all. So, to all you crying fans out there, ain't no need to cry because, like I said, we are 10-2, and that's better than being 2-10, 4-12, 3-13, 4-11, 5-11, however you want to put it. That's way much better. But like I said, we tied with the Minnesota Vikings now for the overall best record. So uh, next week, from what I've been told, is that the Minnesota Vikings are going to play the Carolina Panthers. Now, I'm gonna be a Panther fan come next week because I hope the Panthers beat the brakes off the Minnesota Vikings. I hope that they do. That'll give them their third loss. And all we gotta do is beat the Rams next week because see now we finna play a Rams team that also won the day, but this is gonna be an angry Eagle team going into to LA to play the Rams, and this is gonna be our second West Coast trip because our first West Coast trip, well, actually our third West Coast trip because our first one was against the Chargers and we won that game. The second one was against the Seattle Seahawks. We lost that game, so we won and we won and one on the West Coast. But the um the Seahawks are an NFC West Coast team, so we are not 0-1 against the NFC West, but we are 1-0 against the AFC West. So at 1-1, we were thinking about it. Now our next game, we actually 2-0 because we got to play the Raiders. No, hold on. I'm sorry. We got to play. We don't play the entire AFC West because we played the Chiefs. We played the Chargers, the Broncos, and Oakland. We are now 2-0 or 3-0 against the AFC West. So like I said, y'all, it's so much in my mind right now because my mind has not gotten over them negative play calls against the Hawks and I'm sorry, against us, and it just there's so much going on, y'all. My mind kind of boggled up. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end this segment. You know what I tried to say. If you haven't know what I tried to say, figure it out on your own. But like I said, ain't no need to cry. This is your boy signing off. Peace. One love, Eagles. EAGLES Eagles.